Hello, hello, hello there, my lovely earth signs. It is time for your monthly reading for the month of May. The overall energy we have is joy and stability. Yes. Okay. Looking at these energies, I'm really getting what I'm really getting here is that for the month of May, it's all about the stability coming about. So things are happening the way that they're happening to bring about the stability. I'm going to read off the energies. The partner's energy, we have love abounds, simply love, and observe. For the earth sign energy, we have seek the truth, control, and daydreams and decisions. For the energy of the connection, we're crowned with listen. They're bringing in rebuild. Earth sign is bringing in awaiting results. Okay. And what I'm really getting here is that both are being led to follow their intuition this month, and their intuition, for those who are listening, is leading them into a place of stability and bringing about joy. I'm just getting some things kind of changing around for the earth signs for the month of May. For the partner, I'm really getting that they're learning to see things with their heart. Okay, so I'm really getting an energy like this person may be coming out of their head space and learning to get more in their heart space. I think that's part of what their intuition is kind of guiding them to do. They're becoming more whole, they're getting more wholeness within themselves, they're growing. They're more in touch with their emotions maybe than they were in the past. They may have thought, maybe not have been really clear on what they truly felt, or sometimes kind of reacted thinking they felt a certain way, but then that's really not the root feeling of what they really feel. Like sometimes we act angry but we're really hurt, like that type of thing. They're getting more in touch with their true emotions. And I'm getting that this may not be fully this is something that gets more solid for them and more real for them, but I'm getting that it's still in a new stage for them. It's new. But there's still some solidity to it. I don't think that it's something that's just really fleeting. This is something that's kind of going on with them. Their intuition is kind of leading them in that way, and they are picking up on those vibrations. Okay, so this person may be having more of a heart center awakening, where they're learning to love, they're feeling more love, they're coming into love, they're coming to know love in a new way. Okay. But they may have some, but see, yeah, they still have some limitations though, because it's like this love that they feel, or the emotion that they feel, kind of makes them feel trapped. I'm really getting that this person doesn't feel they can act on the love that they feel. Okay, so they do still have some growing to do. Like I said, they're still in the beginning stages of getting more in touch with their emotions. Okay, so they still have a ways to go, because they're still restricting themselves, but they're doing it with their own mind, and they don't realize that. So the limitations that they feel are there aren't really there. It's something they believe, or they think that you can do this, you can't do that, that type of thing, where they're not feeling free to necessarily, act on the things that, on the truth of their heart. So this is a part of, having, this is growth that's still necessary. I'm getting though that they're really excited about what they feel. They're excited just to feel it. Just to come into that awareness, to be more in touch with their emotions, to feel like they're obtaining new levels of wholeness. They do have an exciting, they do have an elation or excitement about that, but at the same time, it's like, I'm getting like action wise, they may not necessarily feel like they can act on it. Okay. So they're still kind of frozen within themselves. Okay. And so that's still some work that, they have to do within themselves. I'm getting that they have a new knowledge of love, and they're holding on to this this knowledge of love that they have. Okay, I'm getting that this is more of a friendly energy and not necessarily a romantic energy. But this is them coming into, stepping into this love that they feel. I'm getting that this love that they feel is a pure love, but there's still some awareness that they're having to come into. There's still some things that they may kind of have their back to, that they're not able to see clearly. Okay. Um, And I'm really getting that this new awareness that they have of love, this new knowledge of love, where they're able to love in a more pure way. Okay. So what I'm getting here is it may not feel like, because I said like a friendly energy. So it may not feel like a sexual type of energy, but this is a pure love. Love is not about sex. Love in its purest form is spiritual. So I'm getting that they're feeling this love, and I'm really getting that in some way that knowledge of that love is making them feel like they see, maybe like they see what you've been saying a little bit more. They see your perspective a little bit more. They kind of feel like now that they have this knowledge that they didn't have before, it's like, oh, I see what you were saying. I see what was going on. Feeling like they have a shared vision, like they're like there's more of a meeting of the minds. Like they feel like you two can actually see eye to eye. And before this growth, I'm getting that they really didn't feel that before. Okay, but they're starting to feel that now, even though they're not fully aware yet. But they're at the beginning, and they're actually feeling like this knowledge that they have of this love, and them thinking about. I'm getting that they're really thinking a lot about the friendship that you two had or have, or could have. It's like they're really thinking about this. I'm just really getting this pure love energy, and they're feeling like you two can see eye to eye, and it's making them want to leap. Okay, they're getting this surge of energy that starts to come in around the middle of the month that makes them feel like they want to leap. Okay, there's something. It's like they feel like they have this potential to kind of stand on top of the world. Like to have this friendship and someone that you see eye to eye with. It's like you're standing on top of the world. And that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting that they have. They feel like they're holding the whole world in their palms. And so there is this energy that makes them want to kind of just leap forward. And that energy kind of pushes them, because I'm really getting like a chronological type of sequence with this partner for the month. It's like they go from one feeling to the next to the next. It's like, it's leading them somewhere. And actually, yes, it is. It's leading them toward their stability. Okay, this is how they're getting there through this process throughout the month that they're going through within themselves. This is how they're getting there. And so this new energy and this leaping kind of brings them to a place where I'm getting that they're focused on you. Okay, by the end of the month, they're really focused on you, or, focused on the earth sign. And they're trying to see things from different angles. They're trying to see things in new ways. Okay. And they are. I'm getting that they really experience, there's some type of awakening or new awareness that's coming about for them. And they're feeling like they see things in new ways. And this is causing like a change in them. I'm really getting a transformation for this partner by the end of May. There's a lot of things that's really changing for this person, because I'm really getting that they're just a lot more in touch with themselves. They're a lot more whole. They're a lot more aware. And they just have a lot more new awareness, than they had before. Sure, in the beginning of the month, there's a little bit of this, um, you know, f- you know, limited energy where they're still not fully free within themselves, so they're still limiting themselves or feeling like there's this restriction on them that actually isn't there. But throughout the month and overall, they're getting in a really stable place, because I'm just really getting that this new perspective that they have, and this new way of seeing things, and this ability to think outside the box, so to speak, kind of pushes them. It causes a transformation for them. It really does. It really causes a change for them that allows them to, I'm really getting like in their physical world, in their physical reality, feel a lot more contented and peaceful. Like they have the ability to have the epitome of the what they would perceive as the perfect life, having it all, this abundance, this, abundance in every way. By the end of the month, they're having this change, and it's really bringing that about for them. Okay. When I look at your energy, air sign, earth sign, I'm really getting that you're kind of starting out in a mental place where you're kind of double minded. I'm really getting that you're just kind of feeling unsure. You don't know what to think. You kind of go one way and then the other with your thought processes. And you're really I'm really getting an energy like you're really just wanting to know what is the truth, what's real. Okay. And I'm getting that for some of you, you're wanting to know what's true and what's real because you're trying to see how much the balance and equality is there. I'm really getting an issue around balance and equality, and you're feeling like, and you know what I'm getting here? That because of this person's limitation at the beginning of the month, where this person is really having this limited energy, where they're feeling restricted, like they can't do what they want to do, or they can't act on what they're, the truth that they're seeing with their heart. I'm getting that you may be picking up on that, and that's causing you to kind of feel like maybe this isn't balanced, maybe this isn't my equal, because that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Like you're trying to see if you're equals. Are we truly yin and yang? Are we truly able to be in balance with one another? And you may not be aware of this person's internal limitation because they're not able to say it or voice it. They may not even fully understand it. It's just that it's this feeling that they have. And remember, when we're feeling something and we're going through a space, being in a certain space within ourselves, it feels very real to us. Okay. So this restriction of them feeling like they believe something that's telling them that they can't do this, or they can't, they're restricted, and they believe that. So that's very real to them. Okay. It's not that they're trying to be imbalanced. They have to overcome this limitation in their mind and free themselves. Okay. And that's all related to like self-worth and things like that, understanding that you deserve your highest good and what makes you happy and all of that good stuff. Okay. So because you're not sure about this balance, and you're trying to see the truth of that, it has you in a position where it's like mentally you're ready to go to war. There's a part of you that has this stance with this person where it's kind of like you're ready to battle, not intentionally, not in, but you get what I'm saying. It's kind of like, if this isn't balanced, I'm not fighting for it. It's not happening. It's like this strong mental space that you're in where it's just not happening for you. It's like you're about this equality and balanced life, that it's like you're just really, really not there, and it's all related to, you have to feel like that you're equals and that you're gonna meet each other. And so then it brings you to a place after that where it's kind of like you feel like at this point you can't control it. It's like, I can't control it. Some of you are thinking about what you possibly could do to control it. What could you possibly do to change things? But because of how strong your stance is mentally, I don't know if you'd really be willing to give in to these thoughts, but you're having these thoughts. Yeah, you're not willing to give in to these thoughts though, because you're having these thoughts about, what could I do to kind of change this situation? What could I do to make things different, to make things balanced, to make things equal, to make sure, but then at the same time, it's like, after you finish thinking about it a little bit, you're like, I just can't do it. It's like, I just can't bring myself to do it. It's like, I'm not going to play this game. That's what I'm getting. I'm not going to play this game. And it's kind of like the love is there, but it's like you're letting it go to see if there's any change. It's like you're wanting to just set it free. It's kind of like that old saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was. Like, that's the type of energy that I'm really getting from you, Earth sign, for this month. Because once again, you're really strong in your mental state and your mental perception with this situation. You're actually kind of standing really firm in that. There's some things that you're not able to see, but you are mentally clear. You're really clear mentally in terms of the fact that you want this equality and you're standing on that. You're not really budging from that. You're refusing to, and you feel very strong about that in your mind. So even though you have these wondering thoughts where you think about what if this and what if I did this, you're too strong in your mental perception to actually act on those things. You know, you just can't act on it. So this is bringing you to a place where there's kind of two things that's going on. I'm getting that there's one group that's kind of spending a lot of time fantasizing. But there's a bigger group that's actually ready to make some decisions. That's how you're feeling by the end of the month. It's like, I'm ready to make some type of decision here. It's like, I'm getting that for a lot of you, you're ready to just put the fork in the ground. You're ready just for things to kind of wrap up, to come to some type of conclusion. You feel like you're close to drawing that conclusion or coming to that conclusion yourself. And so I'm getting that you're kind of tired of the thoughts ruminating and going round and round in your head. It's like you're tired of thinking about it. It's like you're tired of it. You're just exhausted of it in a sense. So it's kind of like, you may not see where things are going, but you just want things to come to some conclusion, almost to the point where you're just, okay, guys, I'm really sorry about that. Somehow the recording just stopped. And luckily, I was only talking for like 2 more minutes before I realized it. So I was able to, not go too far. But what I was saying is, so you're wanting things to come to some type of conclusion. Because it's like you can't make a decision. It's like you don't know which way to go when it comes to this. So a lot of you are just kind of leaving it up to destiny. It's like you're to the point where you're just waiting on something else to divinely step in and orchestrate things. And it's like, for a lot of you, that's just what I'm getting. It's like surrender. That's what I'm getting. Surrender. A lot of you are just surrendering this over to the universe, God, source, the angels, destiny. You're just surrendering it because it's like you don't know what decision to make about this. Okay, so when I look at the energy of the connection, though, I'm getting that both of you are being led intuitively. Earth sign, you're being led intuitively to wait on results, to let this grow, let this seed germinate, let this seed get stronger. It's like you're coming into some awareness. And I'm getting that that's really the reason that you're not really feeling led to do anything. You're not feeling led to move. You're letting go to see what happens, because it's like when you let go, that is where you let this seed, you let this love rise all the way up. So really you're following your intuition. But for a lot of you, you may be perceiving it. You may not be perceiving it that way. You may be perceiving it like there's some type of risk involved. So it's better for you to just wait. But the truth of the matter is, it's like, I guess in a sense, there is some risk involved, because if you don't listen to your intuition and just wait and let that grow, it's kind of like you can ruin the seed, right? That's the way love is. It's like a seed. It has to grow. It has to germinate. And so you have to give it some space and let it grow stronger. For this person, their intuition is kind of leading them to kind of rethink their foundation, rethink the foundation that they've been standing on, to free themselves, and to rebuild the relationship. You know, there's something, yeah, they're being led to kind of rebuild the relationship before it's too late. That's the message that they're picking up through their intuition, that they need to do something before it's too late. They need to rebuild this foundation before it's too late. You're picking up, air sign, that you need to wait because you could ruin everything if you don't just wait and, kind of pause a little bit and wait on them to kind of, wait on some more results. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, let me pull a card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Let's see what's up with that. True love. Oh my goodness. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And the message that I'm getting, looking at all of this, the overall energy, and looking at all of this, what I'm really getting here, earth signs, the biggest thing for you to understand is that true love is in the making. True love is being born here. Okay. So things are occurring the way that they're occurring to bring about the stability necessary for this true love. Okay. So you are having to, you are waiting on something, but it's like this space is allowing this love to grow. Okay, so this space that you may be feeling is bringing about a new stability because it's allowing the love to grow and it's giving you some of what you need. It's balancing both of you out. That's what I'm getting. Things have happened in the way that they've happened to kind of balance the both of you out, where you're learning to be more balanced within yourself in preparation for this true love. Like things are happening the way they're happening to bring about some type of stability within yourselves that you didn't have before things kind of occurred the way that they've occurred. Okay. So that's really what I'm getting for that. Now I'm going to take a look at what is blocking. What is the blockage going on? What is the thing that kind of needs to be cleared out for you? What is the blockage, the thing that's kind of in the way of this connection and its harmony for the month of May? What is in the way for the earth signs for the month of May? Okay, these aren't wanting to go together, so I'm not going to continue to force them to shuffle. We're going to keep moving right along. What I'm really getting here is that both of you are needing to learn to embrace your individuality and embrace your differences, and this is what's going to help with the coming together, because I'm really getting that there's something, this is kind of what's between the two of you that's preventing this harmony, because I'm getting that there's something that's there between you, but things are never going to be fully in balance, okay, as in having balance, without, until you two get to a place where you're both embracing yourselves fully and you're able to embrace each other fully. Because otherwise, it's like when you're not free within yourself, you feel like you're always dodging something with this other person, okay? So it always feels like there's some type of friction when there's really not. It's just that there's not enough embracing of the individuality and appreciation for the individuality, because this is the thing, the individuality and your differences, the ways that you're different, are the things that create the harmony. That's how you become balanced, because it's like it's kind of like puzzle pieces that go together, or a key that fits in a lock the perfect way, okay? One's the key, one's the lock. Both can't be the key, because then there's no growth, there's no real harmony, there's no coming together, there's no functionality. That doesn't serve a purpose. Okay, but having a key and a lock, that serves a purpose. Okay, having two locks, what purpose does that serve if you can't open them? So it's kind of like you have to understand that the differences are the harmony, because that is what makes this connection so special, is that this person, their individuality complements yours. So the way that they are, even though it's different from you, it helps you to become more balanced within yourself if you're seeing things the right way. Okay. So understanding that will definitely help to bring about, more closeness and remove the blockages. And then another thing is understanding how to support each other in a different way. It's like listening to each other rather than listening. What I'm really getting here is, rather than reacting, listening to each other, taking everything personally, understand that there are just differences between you, that you're individuals. No two people comprehend the same thing in the exact same way. Okay. So it's like you can support each other by just witnessing, just watching. Okay, just be there and be present. You don't always have to have this reaction or this action behind it, because sometimes what you two need to support each other is to just be there, just witness. Just witness and allow, without needing to do something about it. If this person is a person that their individuality require space, like they need space sometimes, because what will happen is sometimes there's one person who needs space before they're ready to talk about a problem, and then the other person may be the type that wants to just jump right in and solve the issue. They want to talk immediately. Well, respect the differences, okay? So that both are allowed to get what they need and want. The best way to support each other is to just witness. Sometimes it's not about doing anything. You're just giving someone a space to be themselves. Okay. So those are things that you can work on for the month of May that will definitely help to bring about more harmony. Remember, if you want to get deeper into these, you can always do your own personal readings. Otherwise, and let me say this too, the next radio show that's going to air, and the information for that will be in the box below and at the end of the video. But if you're needing, the next radio show that I have coming up on Divine Power Radio is actually going to be about understanding the twin flame dynamic. And I'm going to get really deep into some of this stuff. If some of you are feeling like you just want more clarity and understanding, look at the information for that below and tune into that radio show. At the end of it, I'm going to take questions. You can ask me questions and kind of get some of your specific things dealt with. Also, join Patreon, join Patreon, because I'm opening myself up for messages that that come through, it's like that's a special group to me, to where what I'm doing is I'm trying to narrow it down a little bit because I can tap into more energies when there's less people, right? So on Patreon, for those of you who feel intuitively led to join the Divine Tarot Love Club on Patreon, which is in the link below, it's only $1 a month. You can start at $1 a month depending on what you want, but you get a twin flame reading every month for that. And I'm guiding people in a way that I'm being led to do so. So if you're having a hard time getting your messages from the universe, things like that, I will be, delivering those messages. If I wake up and there's a message coming through like they need this, then, I'm going to put that out. So that's other ways that you can get more benefit. And then I post some videos on here too to help you along. But there is certain content that's strictly for the Divine Tarot Love Club, and it's going to be just for the people who are on Patreon with me. Okay, so that's that, guys. The links to everything is in the description box below. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the reading and you have a fabulous month of May, earth signs. Bye.